Diddy has often found himself on the wrong side of many figures in the entertainment industry, and now it seems Wendy Williams has joined that list.
That she was there in the office and that Suge was meeting Justin Combs and possibly holding him in his arms, and that there was a photographer taking a picture, and that wasn't the picture that we needed to see on our end or that we wanted the world to see. So I remember that day extensively. It hit us like a rocket launcher or something. It hit us hard. I remember getting off the phone. It was almost damn near half a day, maybe 2, 3 o'clock. Wendy Day was promoing, announcing something big was going to happen. Not Wendy Day, Wendy Williams, pardon me everyone. Radio personality, TV personality, Wendy Williams was announcing in her super highly rated that she had big news coming that involved Justin Dior Combs. Perked my ear up. I said, yo, what's going on? We started calling everybody. He was calling me. He got a heads up. He started calling the bosses at the street team was listening. They heard, the executives heard. We instantly all left the office, 19th Street, some in cabs, some in cars, some running all the way down to Hudson Street where Hot 97 was, handle the situation and make sure that that picture was not exposed to the masses and was not delivered through Wendy Williams. In all of that fricka-fracas, if you look back, history would tell you that she was let go from Hot 97 over that and had to go to another city to operate out of. And I think she remembers that in the way she should remember as something that happened that ran her out of town. And then she was able to come back and be the Wendy Williams that she is now today with all the success that she's had. But that was a snafu that day.
It's a story of intrigue and media skirmishes that date back years. Let's set the scene. Imagine a day when Wendy was at the heart of a storm, centering around a photograph involving Justin Combs that she deemed highly controversial, a photograph she believed the public shouldn't see. I vividly recall that day. It hit us with the force of a rocket launcher. The intensity of the situation was palpable. Wendy, then a prominent radio and TV personality, teased her audience with the promise of big news related to Justin Dior Combs, setting the media and her listeners abuzz. The situation escalated quickly. As soon as Wendy hinted at the upcoming revelation, chaos ensued. Calls were made. The streets were flooded with executives and team members rushing towards Hot 97 to mitigate the damage and ensure the photo never reached the public eye. This frenetic effort saw people scrambling from their offices on 19th Street, using every means possible to get down to Hudson Street. The crisis management that day was a spectacle in itself. Some dashed in cabs, others sprinted, all united by a singular goal: to protect an image.
What did I mean about the power Puff had? With the radio stations in New York, motherfuckers didn't breathe hard if Puff didn't want them to. If Tupac had anything salacious to say about Puff in that interview, and Angie Martinez told Puff or let Puff heard it, and he told them, you can't play it, they wasn't gonna play it. Puff got one of the hottest DJs off of Hot 97 because she wanted to put up a picture of him getting his pants pulled down. You understand what I'm saying? Puff had power.
Kirk Burrows, I did an interview with him some months ago, and he told a story about Wendy Williams. She got fired from Hot 97 because she had a picture of Puffy, and she never went into detail about that.
We were in Cancun, and we were on our way to the Island of Women. And this is all it was, bruh. For whatever reason, dude was playing with Puff. He went behind him and grabbed his trunks and pulled them down. When he grabbed his trunk to pull us down, some girls that was taking pictures. They took that picture and emailed it back to Wendy Williams. Wendy Williams said she had him in a compromising position and like it was gay porn or something like that. She was gonna put it out. They stopped her from putting it out.
And they got her fired from Hot 97 because of that.
Well, I think that we were in California at the time. He was shooting a layout for either Rolling Stone or Billboard when he had the white suit on. I was the one who put him in the damn pool. What happened was that Wendy had somehow shown people that email. She's shown people that email. Puff told Hot 97 if they didn't get rid of her before he got back in New York, that they was not gonna get any music from any of his friends, any of the record labels executives that was cool with him. Everybody was gonna boycott their station. We was out in LA for about 3 days before we landed back in New York. Wendy Williams was in the radio station in Philly. It was over for her. She was fired.
Looking back, history tells us the aftermath was significant. Wendy's bold move led to her departure from Hot 97, a major shakeup that forced her to restart her career in another city. It's an event that she likely remembers as a defining moment, one that temporarily derailed her but ultimately set the stage for her triumphant return and the massive success she enjoys today.
And then they started wearing girl pants, and then they're wearing jeggings, and then, yes, it's very effeminized, but be very clear, there were lots of homosexuals in hip-hop back in the 80s too. What's worse, hip-hop wearing skirts or hip-hop being closeted and having a plethora of kids to prove manhood that, and denial of something that you shouldn't have to deny, which is your sexuality. So I hear what Jamar is saying, but we come from a very homosexual era of hip-hop as well. Radio personality once upon a time, her name was Wendy Williams, and she was practically burned at the stake for talking about such.
Right, it was the Diddy situation.
There were many situations, none of which to talk about, but there were many situations back in the day in my career. It's all coming full circle now. So,
do you think now with people like Frank Ocean coming out of the closet, he's not exactly a rapper, but he definitely overlaps the rap community. Mm-hmm. Do you think that we're gonna have a time where it's cool to be a gay rapper?
I don't know. Because I still see Frank Ocean as being one amongst many, but one, and that's good. But there was the notion of this radio DJ in New York who is in denial. So that just goes to show you how far the homosexual movement within hip hop and sports still needs to go. It is politically correct to be accepting, but behind closed doors, people are still hating. And Jason, the basketball player, is one, but it will be a long time before another actively playing in the locker room ball player comes out. And it's unfortunate. That's where I am, on it. Frank Ocean, good for him. And Jason, good for him.
But that wasn't the only photo that caused a stir. Wendy Williams once shared an even more provocative photo of P. Diddy in a compromising position, which suggested he was pulling down another man's pants. This sparked rumors and further illustrated the immense power Diddy wielded over the media in New York. If a DJ or a station crossed him, they did so at their peril. For instance, when a salacious comment about Diddy made by Tupac surfaced, Diddy made it clear to Hot 97 that it shouldn't be aired. His influence was undeniable. He even had one of the station's hottest DJs ousted for daring to share the controversial picture.
He wants to have more children, and this time with his girlfriend Cassie. Well, you know what? I don't mind this, because you know what? There are people who have a lot of kids, and we call them sloppy, and we look at them like, Puffy already has 6 children with 3 women, including hood triplets. That's when you have these 2 girls are twins, and then this one here was born at the same time in another state with another woman. That's a hood triplet. When he was here, because Puffy and I have been through things in the past, but now we're in a good place, so I'm not gonna mess this up. Yes, right? Anyway, but yeah, he loves her and admitted it and went into it like extolling the greatness that is Cassie. He's proven to be a stand-up father and seemingly boyfriend and a stand-up businessman. So would you be bugging if you didn't have the ring? Clap if she needs the ring.
The tensions between Diddy and Wendy Williams were not just about control over media narratives, but also personal vendettas and power plays. In one notable incident recounted from a trip to Cancun, a playful yet embarrassing moment for Diddy was captured, where someone pulled down his trunks as girls snapped photos. These images made their way to Wendy, who threatened to expose what she described as resembling gay pornography. The backlash was swift. Diddy's influence ensured that Wendy was ousted from Hot 97 before he returned to New York, with threats of a music blackout from his circles if she remained. Wendy's career, however, is a testament to resilience. Despite these conflicts and being pushed out of New York, she found new platforms and continued to thrive, often discussing the very issues that once endangered her career.
I've got something very important to tell you. After 11 years of romance, Puffy and Cassie are officially broken up. It's everywhere, including People magazine, so you know it's true. Puffy wants Cassie back. Oh, it's been all over social media. He's using it to try to help him, to get support. Cassie posted a photo of herself the other day. Here's the photo. And he commented, "Love you forever." Once upon a time, there was a music mogul who sent his all-girl group to beat my ass in front of the radio station. Fact. And I get downstairs and find this girl group jump out of a gypsy cab to come after me, to kick my ass. And I'm like, for what? You know what I said was true. You all are broken. You were living in the project.
Her discussions ranged from the evolving acceptance of homosexuality in hip-hop to the secretive personal lives of its biggest stars. Wendy has often been at the forefront, not just as a gossip peddler, but as a commentator on the culture's complex dynamics. In recent times, Wendy and Diddy seem to have come full circle. A poignant moment on her show saw Diddy acknowledging her impact on the culture and her role in highlighting the hip-hop community, despite their rocky past.
I was invited to Puff, thank you so much. Because I have to be here on Mondays, and happy 50th birthday. People like you, I don't really understand. His actual birthday was November 4th. Why do you have to drag it out? We already know you're the king of everything, and your sparkly jacket and stuff. Well,
this moment of reconciliation was powerful, demonstrating the complexities of their relationship, fraught with conflict but also mutual respect. This saga between Wendy Williams and Diddy is not just about personal grievances. It's a broader narrative about power, media influence, and the evolution of celebrity culture. Wendy's journey through these tumultuous waters reflects her enduring influence and the changing tides of the entertainment industry, where today, transparency often trumps secrecy, and resilience can lead to redemption.